In my first few sessions, I talked about the overview of kind of building your physician satisfaction program, kind of like building a house. And the foundation of that house is really a strong electronic health record. But in addition to the electronic health record as part of the foundation, there's a couple of associated technologies that most EHR providers don't provide out of the box that you'll want to associate with your EHR to build that foundation. The first of those technologies is voice. Obviously, everybody knows that voice technology has gone way beyond just transcribing what your physicians are saying into text. Most voice technologies today offer fairly sophisticated AI-enabled NLP, natural language processing, to really get discrete data out of what your physicians are saying. Voice technologies can also help you with computer-assisted physician documentation, with clinical documentation improvement, and with navigation throughout your EHR using voice commands and acting almost as a digital assistant for your physicians. So a good voice technology provider will give you all of this functionality and more. So look at enabling voice technology along with your EHR. The second technology is also what I consider a no-brainer, but a lot of organizations aren't using it yet today, is single sign-on. Single sign-on enables your physicians to quickly, or any of your clinicians for that matter, to quickly log into not only your EHR, but any of the other associated applications that they use to get their work done during the day. And so rather than having to come up to a computer every time, find the login screen, type their username and password, and then wait for the computer to log them in, after their first login of the day, they can simply take their badge, tap it on a reader, and get right into the EHR and their other software that they use, and basically trim their login time from 30 to 40 seconds each time down to 5 seconds. And they're right in the EHR, right back where they left off. And so if you're not using a single sign-on provider, I would strongly look into using that. The third one is around medication management. We all know that the number one predictor of outcomes with patients is medication adherence. And so a good medication management software provider will help you in many areas around medication management. The first and best is just building your medication list, building an accurate med list, which is very hard to gather sometimes because patients may be seen at multiple different facilities in your area, and you may only have a partial record of that. The baseline medication management solutions will just pull from the major PBMs, which will get you about 60% of the med fills for your patients. A really good medication management software provider will also connect to local pharmacies, local physician offices, and get you up in that 90+% range of gathering information, gathering medication film information on your patients. They should also do some deduplication. If your providers are set with multiple instances of the same medication and they have to do that deduplication, they're not going to use the technology. And so the technology should do that deduplication up front and really present your providers with a more concise and up-to-date medication list. Medication management software should also help you with e-prescribing and can also help your patients with medication adherence by giving them opportunities to reduce their costs when they're and reminders to fill their prescriptions, but also reduce the cost of those prescriptions. So using those three technologies, I know there's plenty of others, but those are the three that I really think are core to really helping your physicians do their work in a timely fashion, spend more time with their patients and less time with the EHR.